Hello and welcome to AminoQuest. We are produced by AminoCat Entertainment, and we have an amazing dice sponsor, and that is Nerds Abroad Supply. They supply the best dice that you ever did see. Check them out at nerdsabroadsupply.com, and if you put in the code AminoQuest, you'll get a nice little discount. So check them out. They're well worth it. All right. I have with me some friends of mine, and we're just all playing D&D. That's what this is all about. We're just chilling, playing D&D. I have my friend James Kluger, and next to him is his friend and my friend Jeffrey Gadigan.
Hello.
Or Jeff Gadigan.
It's Jeffrey or Jeff. That's my name.
Yep, that's his name. Yeah. And we also have, all by herself on this side, Colby Ring. As you can tell, we're missing somebody. Michael Ring accidentally killed a guy over the weekend. Just kidding. He didn't. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Allegedly.
He is attending he's acting and performing in an online play. And I don't have any of that information, but you know what? We'll get to it. We'll get it to you next week so you can check it out and support our amazing players because they're awesome. All right, let's talk about what happened last week. A lot happened last week. Okay, so you guys were making your way through the cave, the temple that you found in the temple ruins. And as you were making your way through this cave, you discovered at the end of it that there was a large black ship. And after donning the cloak, a new captain was chosen, and that captain was Nissa. Though she doesn't feel like she has the qualifications to be a captain, she is nevertheless the ship's chosen leader. And as you exited this cave that you found the ship in, you turned the corner and discovered that the village that you had come from, Nissa's home village of Huapo, had been basically razed to the ground. Most of the villagers were dead, except for a single young girl, an adopted younger sister to Nissa, named Leolani. You also discovered that something had been stolen from. There was a large clamshell that had been destroyed in a secret compartment in the temple, and something had been taken from it. You guys don't know what that is, and you tried asking Leolani, but she was not able to. She didn't talk. Finally, at the end of this, you guys witnessed a rather ominous sort of event in which there was a voice that you all heard that basically asked Leolani if she wanted any sort of if she wanted power and magic so that she could get revenge. She accepted, and much to your guys' surprise and horror, I would, yeah, horror. Much to horror, the Leolani's missing eye was replaced rather violently by a spider that sort of like wrapped around her skull and like burned itself into her skull. And after that horrifying event that Nissa just witnessed, Flintlock came strolling in, feeling extra great about himself because he remembered that he knows where a bunch of money is, and that is his sunken ship, the Death's Claw. And that is where we left off. Now, as Michael is unavailable, Coriel, as he informed me, has locked himself away in a corner of the ship and is fervently studying his items, and he's waiting until he can get to someplace that can send him back to his home of Maish, which or the Tree of Life, which is his homeland, and so he's got things he wants to study up, and so that's where he is currently at. Right. And so, what would you guys like to do?
Are we still? We just witnessed Leolani's horrible transformation, right?
Yes.
Technically, we just discussed that you have
That's
hidden
right.
treasure.
Yes.
But we're still reeling over.
Well, you're still
spider
reeling.
eye.
I was more or less.
You kind of
shrugged it off as inconvenience, but
you sort of waltzed in.
I waltzed in,
like,
hey,
what's going on, guys?
What's up? Oh, that's horrible. So, all right. So we're still in the hut. I take it.
No, you guys are actually on the
ship.
on the
on
ship.
the ship now. Okay, that's right.
In the captain's quarters specifically.
All right.
Okay. So, the way I see it is we have your treasure that we're probably going to need because our ship is, well, in ruins. I'm sorry. My ship is in ruins. And the Creole needs to get back to his place. Where roundabouts is your treasure at? Do you remember?
If I had to guess, I would say
You do remember that it's in between.
hold up, I'm not remembering.
Yeah. It's in between Hawapo and the volcano, the central Lopele volcano, somewhere in between there.
Lying somewhere between Hawapo itself and a large central volcano of, what was the name again?
The Lopele volcano.
Lopele volcano. It was storming, a raging storm during the time that my ship was attacked. So I couldn't exactly tell you exact specifics, but landmarks I remember.
Yeah, Captain. What are we going to do
With Lainey?
That's the girl with the spider in her eye.
My dear friend, my practical sister, little sister. She's awake, right?
She is.
Okay.
She's just kind of sitting on the edge of the bed, just kind of. She seems a little stunned. Clearly.
Lainey, how are you feeling with all of that?
And she just can't. She is kind of like looking at her hand, but she seems really zoned out, like in her hand. She's just zoned out.
So, DM, sorry, did we hear the voice when he made the offer to her?
All of you heard the voice.
Okay.
I can't recall, was I was out of the HUD this time, or did I hear the voice as well?
We're on the ship.
All of
you
you
weren't-
on the ship, no matter where you were,
Oh, is that
heard
right?
the voice.
Okay.
And to repeat what it had said, so it was a woman's voice, and it had this kind of strange echo, right? And it says, do you want justice, peace, or do you want peace, justice, revenge? And it would get deeper and more violent as the echo continued, as each echo had. The second question was, do you need strength, magic, power? And then the final question was, you need only ask, want, beg. And then with that, she said, she nodded, and that's when the transformation had taken
So,
hold.
okay. I don't know if that's her, but she made a deal. She made a deal.
Do you know with who, perchance? Do you have enough knowledge for that?
Make a religion check.
$14.
You don't know who she made a deal with, but you have this sneaking suspicion that it's not one of the good or neutral aligned deities in this world. You assume that it's probably one of the evil ones.
Okay. I don't know. I'd watch her. I don't know who or what that voice was, but pretty sure it's not a good thing.
I agree with redemption in a mud pot. Any deals that I've seen made, whether with a god or humans, or any other being, usually doesn't end up well. They come back wanting payment for the deal. She could be dangerous.
Violent. Not that I'm sure she could speak for herself.
Can she? How do we know she's speaking for herself at all?
I don't think we have enough knowledge yet. And she is the sweetest girl. And I know she went through something traumatic and she might have done something, but she might also just need our protection now from whatever, even from herself. And for now, I'm going to tuck her back into bed, give her some food and water, and we are going to go find your treasure.
Just be careful. I don't know. She accepted some sort of power. We don't know what that is.
I suggest we keep a close eye on her. Until the meantime, as your first mate, I recommend confining her to quarters.
I'll do that. She needs the rest anyways. So I shall keep her here in the captain's quarters. And I'll stay here with her when I'm sleeping and stuff.
Right. What are your orders, Captain?
So I guess we're going to head to, well, you know what we should do first? See if our sails work. We should go make sure the sails work.
Well,
So we're not banging a drum the whole way there.
that would be...
So
I'm ready to bang the drum, Captain.
You're very good at banging
I
the
am
drum.
ready.
Well, I would imagine that the cloak you're wearing probably will allow us to unfurl the sails at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps we should try that magic.
Okay.
Not the drumming.
Not the drum. So, yeah, we go, we head back up, or at least I do. I don't know, I'm speaking for everyone. It's just because it's my ship. I head back up, and we're looking at the sails again.
Okay. This time around, they work how they're supposed to. They kind of, it comes undone rather easily.
Are they usable?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when she goes up, I ask Flintlock, I think maybe we should lock the door. I don't know if we want walking around the ship.
I recommend it. I definitely recommend it. Although, if she has power, I don't know if it'll do it much good. But I recommend locking her in, at least for now. Until we can...
Is there a way to lock the door?
Yeah,
Do we have-
do we have a key or anything?
Megan, not well. At this point in time, there's a lock on the door, but you don't have a key or anything like that. So you'd have to. I mean, you could search for one.
Okay. I guess I'll look for a key.
Okay. In the captain's cabin, or where are you looking?
Yeah, I'll look. We're in the captain's cabin, right? Did we lock her in there?
Mhm.
I'll look around for it in the cabin.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Four.
You do not find the key.
Yikes.
I gotta drive the boat, so maybe you should stay and watch her.
I'm better at steering a ship. Perhaps I'll do a quick investigation before I take the helm.
You're not me. You can't play the drums.
I don't need to play the drums. I
You have
just
to
need
have
to
rhythm to drive
just
this
need to
boat.
make certain that we don't steer off course. So I'm gonna do a quick check.
You want to go
See if I
ahead
can
and
find the
roll an
keys.
investigation check.
Nope. That's 8.
Also, no key.
I don't see a key. I'm going up to the helm.
Alright, I guess we're just gonna have to trust her then.
She's like as you are walking out. She's in bed sleeping.
Okay. Before I go, I just
Looking at the spider.
really close, like looking at
It's this little mermaid girl with this crazy, these spider legs that are kind of. At this point, it doesn't. They look like spider legs tattoos almost, kind of like.
Right.
And since her eye is closed, you can't tell
Okay.
what's going on. But I mean, her eye's still kind of messed up because she lost it. So
Hey.
she like wakes up and like looks at you.
Are you okay? Yeah, the spider.
And she just like puts the blankets over her head because you're like way close.
Rude. Okay. Just looking for a friend. Fine.
Okay.
I head up to.
So you guys have unfurled the sails and they're usable. Are you planning? Are you heading towards?
Where's it's in the middle?
Yeah. So the volcano's right here.
And it's in
Oh, right
between.
there.
Yep.
That's the volcano.
And then Ho'apo's right here.
Okay,
So
so
it's
Wait, so where are we? Where are we?
You guys just
Ho'apo.
we're
are
like
on
right
the edge of
off the
Ho'apo right
coast
here.
of Hawapo.
The treasure is somewhere like around.
So
Here.
Tanashi
Okay.
is just right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Okay. We're right there on the peninsula. We're right there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's not up to me.
What are your orders, Captain?
We're going for the treasure.
Okay.
And then
And then you can take me home.
I can take you
All
home.
right.
All right. I'll take the helm, Captain, and on your word, we'll be underway.
I'm gonna go get my drumsticks.
Not the drumsticks.
We don't
Hold
need
off.
the drums yet, but when we do,
We will call you.
we will call you. But also, because we have gunpowder, right?
Yeah, I prepped the cannons while you guys were.
Oh, great.
So it says on it'll say on there, but there's the minimum amount of crew required is I think three plus the captain.
Yeah. So I need.
So that you have just the minimum amount of crew required to sail the vessel.
Okay.
And I believe you can take one act, like in the event of a battle or something similar.
I can only take one, yeah, because I have fewer than 10.
Yeah. So you can take one action each turn, whether that be move or fire the cannons or fire the additional weapons or do something similar.
Okay. We are gonna, because there's only the two of us because I forgot his name.
Winston.
Winston. Wow. Winston.
The cloak must be getting to you.
Very attractive Kirill. Is doing his sciencey thing. So it's just you and I. So one of us is going to be kind of on lookout, and the other one's going to be manning the weapons. What one would you like to do?
Play the drums.
If I need the drums played again, you're my go-to lady.
Is the lookout place or the cannons close to the drums?
The cannons would be closer than the lookout place.
I will man the cannons.
Do I have a crow's nest?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Sweet. I'm going to go in the crow's nest. Want to get a good view of my ship.
Over, are the cannons aren't just on one side, right?
They're all
Right,
around.
yeah.
Okay.
It would take, so basically you can be in the, but in
Choose
the
a side,
event
and
of a,
hopefully it's the right side.
yeah, in the event of, so basically the way that works is in order to keep the ship moving, you wouldn't actually be able to be in the cannons. You'd have to actually be on the deck
Right.
and work manning sails and that sort of things. That you guys have the bare minimum to have someone at the helm,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then basically have two people working
We're manning
the
the
sails.
sails.
Okay.
All three of you would have to go down to man the cannons
Lord have mercy on our tiny
this
little souls.
in the event of an
A
attack.
rotting little ship.
Running the ship.
Are you
Okay.
sure your friend can't help down there with the spider?
She needs to rest. I think that's the best place for her right now until we've really sorted out where the spider came from.
And if we can send it back.
Yes, that. I want that.
Okay. How do I do the sales?
That's a great question. How do we do the sales?
Well, normally you would have to climb up on the foremast
I can climb.
and unfurl the sails at each of the lines. But
I climb up on the foremast.
I was going to,
Now what?
hold on, I have to refer to my ship picture.
So
I have one of those too.
I just start tinkering with the sails. I just-
agree with the sails.
All right, just unfurl the. There's a lot of sails. How many sails does this ship have?
How many sails does the ship have?
Well, it's
It's a warship.
3 masts.
All right,
So
you got to climb the foremast, the mizzen mast, and the main mast.
That's only 3. You said there were 4.
There's either a spanker or a driver on the rear or a jib in the front. What is it? Jib in the front? How does the ship look? How does it look? Good idea.
hold on. Let me pull it up.
Main. I know that's my main.
Okay, so
We're
Right.
learning about ships.
I almost
Learning
I
about
almost
ships.
blew my own eyes out. Okay, mast right here.
Uh-huh.
There's a mast here, and there's a mast here, and it's kind of this mix between the kind of like a Chinese junk and a Western. It's a mix between a Chinese junk and
Frigate,
a Western.
Like a warship? Man of war?
Yeah, like a galley,
Schooner?
a galleon.
Where are we? Which one am I climbing up on?
Which one did you get up on?
Did you get on the foremast? That's the foremast.
I'm
That's the
heading up
main
the
mast.
main.
That's the main mast. That's the mizzen mast.
All right. So I'm up here. Is this
Yeah, the
This is
foremast.
so
the
informative.
foremast? And I'm just like, Flintlock, where's the 4th mast?
Not the
The
oh.
4th one.
No, there's no the foremast. The one you're on. You've already unfurled the sails, correct?
No. How do you unfurl the sails?
All right. There should be what's called a stay sail. It's a piece of wood that goes this way that the sails are tied to. Untie the sails, not from the entire mast itself, just from the stay sail.
I started and I'm like,
This one?
and I do it and I unfurl the main sail.
And I'm just like,
Now what do I do?
Now you need to do that with the next 3 sails below it and the next mast behind it. We're going to be here a while.
Captain, this one? I'm still in the first.
There's only 2 of us.
Yes, that one.
Why don't? Are you able to climb up the one
I
that you're
will
next
go
to?
ahead and take care of the mizzen mast. So I'm going to go ahead and climb up the mizzen mast,
And I did all my main sails.
All right. I untied everything.
unfurl those without too much of a problem.
We unfurled.
So as
Took us
you
an
10
hour.
hours later.
as you kind of unfurl the sails and it drops down, you can see that it's kind of it's ribbed, kind of like a Chinese junk. You know what I mean by that? So it's kind of like angular.
Okay.
So the ship itself is like like I said, it's a mix, and so the sails itself, they actually seem relatively, because of the way that they're ribbed and rigged, is that there's not as many sails for you to have to unfurl,
Look at that.
Yay.
and they're relatively easy
There's not as
to.
many sails as I had anticipated. All right, Captain, the sails are unfurled. Your orders.
Head to the location you think. I know there's a storm, so this is going to be a process, but that you think you might have lost your treasure.
Yes. All right. Well, we'll head to that. I'll bring us to that heading that I believed to be, and then we will continue with our mission from there.
Okay. So go ahead and as you're kind of you're making your way over there, go ahead and make an you have oh gosh, navigator's tools. Yes, navigator tools check.
Do a navigation check?
Yes. So basically, you're going to roll a d20 in it, but if you're proficient with the navigator's tools, you're going to add your proficiency bonus. Otherwise, it's basically a straight roll.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Oh my god. 3.
Hey.
3.
Yeah, these.
Where are we going?
There's a fog bank now. I have no idea.
So
we might end up on rocks.
So as you can kind of tell here from, typically would take you about a day. It's about 3/4 of a day journey to get there. But in addition to that, it took you an additional. So you got there in about 3/4 of a day, but it took you 17 hours after that to actually find where you believe the wreck would be.
It was a very large storm.
So you guys were driving around, and finally, after, a full day and a half of this.
What is wrong with you?
We took turn. You taught us.
Oh yes, I was busy teaching them nautical stuff.
Wow, we were
teaching them what not to do.
What I just did, don't do.
So you kind of reach this place that you believe, according to your navigation tools, this is the approximate place of where your ship went down. And the weather is okay.
Can't wait. It's snowing.
Okay, so as you approach you're approaching on the edge of kind of the volcanic island. That it's basically a large volcano that creates the center of a volcano creates the entire center island. That's what I'm trying to say. And as you approach, it's like belching just ash and smoke, and the ash and the smoke is the wind is carrying it directly over you guys, and so it's almost like fog conditions, but it's just like, but it's this thick ash and smoke, and it's really tough on. Well, number one, it creates a dim light, so it's hard for you guys to see, and number two, it's tough to breathe in, so it's tough for everyone but Flintlock, because he doesn't need to breathe.
Sorry for your inconvenience.
Rude. You got it. I'm just
So
kidding.
you approach this. Your ship is kind of approaching these sharp, jagged rocks, and you believe that this is the location where your ship went down. Those rocks are familiar to you, but like I said, the conditions are very difficult. So you guys are going to have to make a check with your for aquatic vehicles, a nautical vehicles check, particularly whoever is at the helm.
I'm also proficient in it. So.
Okay.
Let's hope this works better than my last couple rolls. It's a 14.
Okay, so you kind of in this, these terrible conditions, you're able to kind of maintain control of the ship, and you don't smash into anything horrible.
I start singing a song to the goddess. I'm going to say her name wrong, so God, fix this for me. Ragana?
What was it?
Ragana?
I think you're right.
The ocean, the goddess that represents the ocean sky. Just one of her like song prayers, chants. As you're doing this.
If it sounds
that's
like
what
a
I'm
shanty,
doing.
that would be amazing.
Oh, Rangona.
Rangona. That makes more sense.
Okay.
Just as he's, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
It's one of my people's songs.
You.
All right.
There's no,
I know.
there's no response
It's
that
fine.
you are aware of, but you feel better. So
I feel better.
Where are you right now? Are you on the deck?
I'm on the deck.
All right. I just call out to you really quick. Captain, I believe this is the area the ship went down.
Great. Quick remembrance. Did we ever fix our anchor?
An attempt was made.
Okay. No. Great.
So I can try again.
We should probably see if we can fix that so we can anchor here.
All right.
How much time has passed since we left?
17 hours. 18
no,
No,
it's
more, longer.
more than that.
It's longer.
Almost a
'cause
day.
It's been 17 plus, basically 17 plus 16.
Okay,
So,
so regularly
2 to
Potty
30.
just knocks on the door downstairs to the captain's quarters.
Okay.
Just checks on her. So she goes down and does that again.
She
No.
like opens the door, and she just kind of like looks at you. Like stares.
Hi.
She kind of like averts her eyes.
Can you
She's
talk?
shy.
You haven't said anything like for a couple days. How's your eye?
It's okay.
Can you do any tricks?
What do you mean tricks?
Do you remember? Like we brought you in, like we found you when you were like almost dying and like healed you and stuff, and then you came in here and then we heard this voice and you just went, and then you had powers and stuff and a whole bunch of like dark, really scary stuff. So I'm just curious if you're okay and if you can do any tricks. Also, what was in the clamshell?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Can you leave me alone?
Oh, but you're Nissa is the captain of the ship now.
She's the captain?
She's
Really?
the captain, yeah. I don't really know the whole story, but I heard another big voice right before she became the captain because I was sleeping downstairs in the hammocks while everybody was up there and they found this black cloak and apparently she put it on and I heard a big voice and now she's the captain.
Oh. Okay.
Are you hungry? You want to go with me to get some food? I'm okay. My name is Potty. I only let my friends call me Potty because my real name's Redemption in the Mud Pot. Everyone on the ship calls
That's
me
really
Potty
long.
except for Flintlock.
Oh.
He has to call me Redemption in the Mud Pot.
Oh, is he? Okay. He isn't your friend.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm hungry.
Okay. So I have any food on me? Did we never?
Yeah, we brought rations.
Did we
onto
brought
the-
rations?
Yeah.
Okay.
I should look for some fishing poles.
So I give her
Some tools to fix the anchor.
one of my rations.
She accepts it and eats it kind of quietly. She does her best. She's really awkward because she only has the one arm and she's trying to
Yeah.
trying to.
It's harder now, huh?
Yeah.
You want me to?
No,
You want me to hold it?
I got it.
Okay.
I think I can figure this out. And she kind of like concentrates like really hard where her arm used to be.
Mhm.
She like, and then you kind of see this like, it's kind of this hand, like the arm itself is missing, but the hand, this spectral kind of hand appears, and she kind of, it's really awkward, but she kind of uses that to help eat. So it's some sort of magic.
Whoa! Does that hurt?
My eye burns a little bit, but I mean, other than that, it doesn't really hurt.
Okay. Eat.
And she just kind of continues eating.
What was in the clamshell?
It was a pearl. I don't know. I only saw it like once, but it was a really, really big pearl. But
Did you see who did all that?
She's dead because of. Did the pearl? Did she die because they wanted the pearl?
I don't know, but you know, I don't really like well. I don't mean to know how to talk to people, so I'm just trying to get the facts so I can get information to the captain, so I can go home. I don't think it's. I don't know. I don't know what the pearl was. I don't even know who did that. Who took it?
Make a persuasion check.
17.
It was pirates, or I don't know. I just, there was just a bunch of people, these men that came and just killed everyone.
Pirates like human?
Mostly. There was other people there too, other races. I saw a few dwarves and I think half orcs and stuff, but mostly humans. I've never seen them before. They look different than most of the people here.
Different like how? Like different like me?
No, they're like they're human, but they look different. Their skin was super pale.
So pale human pirates? Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
That's okay. I'll come back later and we can hang out.
Okay,
Can I ask you one more thing though?
I guess.
Why'd you say yes?
I don't know. I wanted to kill them. And she like, you can tell she kind of like looks down and she kind of shuts down after that.
Alright. So I'm just, she doesn't know what to do, so she just...
She kind of like just retracts, like, it's very like reactionary when you touch her. She kind of like,
Okay. Sorry. I'll come back later. And she leaves.
We've been trying to fix the anchor this whole time.
Okay. Go ahead and make a check with if you guys have carpentry tools, that would be.
I have wood carving tools.
I have no carpentry tools.
Let's see, wood carving. Well, not that you guys found. Remember, you guys were able to find tools.
You found some.
I'm asking if you have the proficiency.
Oh no.
No,
I could carve some wood.
I
was
find
like,
tools.
without like carpentry tools or some sort of
Well, I found
shipwrights.
I found some tools for
proficiency.
the thing. My first attempt was just not
Terrible.
Right.
So we're just going off of his tools.
Then you're just doing a roll.
Okay.
Straight roll.
Should we both do one?
Yeah, you're here with me.
Yeah, since the both of you are there, you guys can both do it.
Almost an
What'd you roll?
roll just an 8.
I was like, it's just a straight roll.
8. Yeah.
5.
Did you say it was almost? Oh, almost a nat 20 because it was
Almost.
close to
Close
that.
and balanced it.
So an 8 and a 5.
Yeah.
Can we combine them and make like
I don't think that's the way that it works. You guys are unable to at this point with it. It's unable. The anchor is
too far gone.
unable to be fixed. You would at this point probably need a professional to at least do that. And in the current like weather, your ship's not going to stay where you guys want it to stay.
All right.
At this point, so
clearly this anchor is not repairable by either of us. Since we can't leave the ship to founder off somewhere, here's what I propose, Captain. You and the Tabaxi remain on board. One of you is going to have to keep the ship steady while the other steers it, or at least maintains its current heading, which should be here. I will try to scan the depths below, since I don't require breathing.
I don't require to breathe underwater.
All right, well, it's your decision, Captain.
Captain, Bo. Okay, I'm gonna stay with the ship because I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm new at this. You're gonna sink your way to the bottom. I also don't know how deep it is, and maybe I have, a pressure issue at some point underwater, which I don't feel like you would have. So
I hope not.
I will remain here and try to keep us in this area.
All right, I will go below the depths.
Great. Do we have
A rope?
Yeah. I feel like we should have some sort of plan. If you get into trouble, how will we know? So,
Is there a rope, DM? Is there a rope large enough, long enough
on the
ship?
Well, there's the anchor rope.
you guys don't know how deep it is unless you plumb
true.
the depths or something similar.
We could at least untie the rope.
Well,
I'm sure it's not a super easy thing to do now that I've said that out loud.
Right. Now that you've given God the idea to completely mess with, since the anchor isn't going anywhere, I recommend using that as a tow line or a lifeline
Okay.
for myself, in case I come into any unfortunate mishaps.
Okay.
So I guess we're gonna plumb it that
So
way.
we're doing this.
Right?
Okay. Okay. So
I
you
don't know
guys
any other way to
are.
plumb the depths other than doing that. I mean,
Either.
So you're gonna use the rope from the anchor.
how does the anchor rope look, by the way? Is it in decent condition? Is it
It's in decent
Rotting?
condition.
Is
I
it
mean,
frayed?
it's a big,
It's
thick.
thick.
It's big, thick rope.
I figured. It's big shit.
naturally? Is it too thick to tie, or can I hold on to it?
That was I mean, you can hold on to it, but
Mhm.
as far as tying it,
Yeah.
it probably
Too much.
isn't. It's probably. I mean,
All right, I'm going to.
it's probably too thick for you.
I will
to do
hold
that.
on to this rope, plumb the depths, and see how far down this thing goes. Hopefully, the treasure is down, straight down and below,
Okay.
or at least within vision.
You just got it like
Okay.
perfectly. You're like,
Right.
I think it's around here. You guys, it's right here.
It's right here. Right here.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's probably not.
I will.
Because your whole ship. So it would be with your whole ship, though, right? Your ship went down.
Supposedly, the powder magazine exploded.
Oh.
I would imagine the entire ship went with it.
Well, may the. Hold on. I got a name for you. May. I'm so bad at these names. Mohoano? Mohoano? Be with you.
I mean,
And with you.
I will sing our people's song of the spirit, the god representing the ocean's depth.
Mohanu.
Mohanu. I'm still saying it wrong, even though I just heard it.
Mohanu.
Mohanu.
There's
Yeah.
before I go down there. There's no like deep sea diving equipment on board. Have you noticed?
No.
Like
No,
a diving
that's,
bell or anything like that.
No. I mean,
The ship really is.
it's very specialized equipment.
Things we can look forward to buying.
Yeah. Hopefully.
That's a ship upgrade then.
All right, I'm going to go down there. But if I should get in any trouble, 2 sharp tugs, one or both of you start pulling me aboard.
2. Got it. 2 sharp tugs. We pull. If it seems like resistance, I'm going to jump in and help because I can breathe underwater.
And if things get bad,
Don't drum us away.
Just drum us away from the rocks. Make sure the ship
There's
doesn't.
no steering.
but there's a bunch of flintlocks downstairs.
There are a bunch of stairs.
A bunch of. Never mind. All right.
So 2 tugs.
2 tugs, good. No,
Bad.
2 tugs are bad. 2 tugs bring me
Bad.
up. If there's no tugs, it's fine. I'll come up on my own otherwise. If there's any tugs that seem like I'm in distress, pull me up. Please.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
I'm going to
good.
take the helm and just try to keep
Keep us away from the rocks.
here.
All right. So, I guess you guys have tied off one end of the rope to the ship. I'm going to grab the other end of the rope, and I'm going to plunk. just a straight boom. One of those little diving things
Okay.
right down the line.
So you head down. You kind of grab onto the rope,
Mhm.
jump off. You come down. So there's basically a large kind of like craggy island that kind of sticks up out of the water.
Mhm.
How close were you guys to that?
How
Did
close was this ship or was my old ship?
This ship, the black ship.
Not terribly close. I can imagine there's probably like maybe 100 yards away or so.
Okay. So you do that, and the rope kind of, you come down, and to your best guess, you're somewhere around the 100-foot mark, and you touch bottom.
Okay.
And it's you are kind of, it's dark, and there's not really, you have almost no it's dark, and you have like almost no light. So do you have any sort of, you don't have dark vision or anything like that?
Don't have any dark vision.
And then it's a dim light.
The what? Oh, the glowy rock?
Winston has it.
Winston had.
I mean, you could go get it from him, but
I already plunked.
So as you drop for a while, you would assume that's probably around 100 feet. You touch bottom, and your visibility's it's super dim light, so you maybe have 5 feet of visibility, if that.
So I can't even see anything.
So you can't see anything. It's just sort of what you can see in front of you, which is as you kind of land down, it's just
Dirt and silt. And
this silt kind of like comes up, and there's bits of kelp kind of around, but
you know what? Seeing that I can't see anything, I'm just gonna go back up onto the ship and either get the rock from Winston or have Nissa go down, since she can see, right?
She doesn't have dark vision. No.
Okay.
There's only one of you that has dark vision, and that one can't.
You can't breathe underwater for very long. All right. Well, how with the rock? How far could I see with the glowy rock?
Fully charged, it was like a torch, so it was like 15.
And I can't. I'm imagining it's not fully charged now, right?
No, you need like some sort of light to charge it.
And there's no light around. It's pretty dark above the boat, above the ship.
Right. Because of the volcano, the volcanic ash.
All right. I'm still gonna come up to the boat.
Okay.
Because I can't do any good down there.
So you come up.
I come up onto the deck. And I approach both the captain and Potty. Well, there's good news, not so good news, and really not good news. Good news is, of course, I can breathe underwater. That hasn't changed. The not so good news.
We were worried.
The not so.
A thing I wasn't worried
The
about.
not so good news is I can't see. It's very dim.
So I kind of look him up and down, and I look at his pistol, and I touch it, and I cast light on it.
Apparently, I can see. How far does that light?
How far does the light go?
How
Was
far
it
does
like
that
15?
light go?
10,
10 feet?
and yeah, 10.
How long do I have?
Wait,
it
wait,
for?
Bright light in 20-foot radius. Oh, within 10 feet. 20-foot radius, and dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Oh, 20 and 20? Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, how long does it last?
An hour.
We have an hour.
All right, thank you.
It's a green light.
Eerie. But you have an
But
hour.
I still have an hour. Thank you, Redemption, the mud pot. I will remember
But
this.
I like that you made him one of those little
It's a little shake. So,
A little glow
Glow
stick.
stick. Little rave stick.
Hey,
Shaky
that's-
light.
I
Thank you
like
for the
that
shaky
name
light.
better, actually. It's like
So-
a shake weight, but
But
shake light.
less awkward. So, with that, I again thank you, and I will simply climb up onto the railing and unceremoniously plunk again over the side.
So you again kind of come down in the same sort of area, and you land. So you land right about here on the very edge of the wreck of the Death's Claw. So like I said, you see about 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see
Part of the
you see like bits of the hull, and you it's wooden. You assume that it's your ship, but
Looks familiar. I am going to go ahead and start walking forward.
okie dokie.
I'm just going to walk to about... Actually, no, hold on, sorry. I'm going to walk to about there.
Okay. So as you're kind of walking forward, you start to see your light illuminate this your once beloved vessel. The wreck of the Death's Claw kind of sprawls out before you in pieces, in 3 large chunks that has kind of nestled itself against these jagged rocks that lie at the bottom here. And you have, like I said before, you are these 3 separate pieces, one to your left, one kind of towards the center, and one towards the right.
All right. I'm actually going to investigate the stern, because that's, if I remember correctly, where most of the treasure was held in the hold. It's towards the back of the ship.
Okay.
So I'm going to actually walk this way.
So you walk along the ocean floor, and as you approach the stern of the vessel, there's this big shadow that kind of, when you feel like as it kind of behind you, and you feel the rush of water as it kind of like pushes you aside. Something large and very quick blew by you. But swam off into the darkness.
Well, I don't trust anything down here. So, once again, let's see. I'm trying to remember now. You're on the ship. What's your specific job on the ship right now? You're at the helm, right?
I'm at the helm. I'm also singing the chant of the dude god.
The dude guy.
I think he's the only guy.
he is the
ocean's
of
dead.
the ocean. Yes.
So
I'm
Mohanu.
asking him to watch over.
Mohanu.
So you have to be up there to keep the ship from hitting the rocks.
Yeah, I mean, we still got Hottie, but I think it does take 2 of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I mean, to keep it in place, I would say it probably
I don't want it to move. So all right, I'm going to. I don't have anything that works underwater, do I? Oh, I got a spear.
You didn't take us. I was like, you didn't take a spear.
I do have a spear. I'm going to ready my spear.
He just kept coming up for like one more thing.
One more thing. I'm going to ready my spear, and I'm going to continue into the hold.
Okay, as you go into the hold, you see kind of this. What you're looking for, right? You're looking for a couple of. There's 2 large chests, and then there's a small chest. The 2 large ones have, as you remember, a pretty significant amount of gold in each one. Mm-hmm. And then there's a small chest that has like gemstones and things like that. And as you catch a glimpse of the kind of the larger chests, they're in the back. But as you do so,
God's rolling. God's rolling twice.
As you do so, something like whoosh, and just again rushes by the back of you, and you can tell that it was trying to. You kind of hear this like, and something swings, and it was clearly trying to attack you, but you kind of instinctually were able to kind of dive out of the way.
Okay.
And as you do so, your light illuminates a large Plesiosaurus that is lurking the wreck.
Is not good. Can I get to the small chest quickly enough without too much trouble? Or...
So to do that, make 2 checks.
All right.
A dexterity check and also an investigation check.
Let's do the investigation first.
Please roll. Dice are you using?
Not good. It's an 8 for the investigation.
So
An 18 for dexterity.
okay, so very quickly you're able to look around, but you don't see the chest.
Right.
But you are able to do it quickly enough that you don't open up another attack for the Plesiosaurus, but it's still it's you kind of like have sequestered yourself in the hold, and it's roaming around outside.
Right. Well, the good news is I don't need air, so I'm in the hold. Am I still unable to see the chest or any of the chests? And my goal is I'm trying to get to at least the lighter chest, see if I can like lift it or bring it up.
You don't see it. You assume that it must be not in the hold.
Right.
You see the two larger chests, but not the small one.
I'm not able to lift those chests, am I?
You are able to lift them. Swimming with them or climbing back up with them
would be difficult.
Would be very difficult.
Even with us like pulling him up?
You guys could try it.
Are you gonna get eaten by a dinosaur right now?
Maybe. I made of metal, so it might not taste very good.
Was that a tug?
Not yet.
Was that a tug?
All right, so I'm going to. Can I? From where I'm at, could I grab a large chest, do a quick tugs, and try to swim with it? Would they be able to pull me up, or at least out, without too much interference?
Is that what you'd like? You can attempt that. Yes.
What I'd like to do? I'd like that dinosaur to not be outside. That's what I'm going to attempt to do.
Okay. So you grab onto the one end of one of the large chests. You tug on the ropes. So a couple of things. So we're gonna do a little bit of math. Everybody loves math. Okay.
Math sucks. No, I hate.
Okay. So you both feel the tug. And so what I need both of you guys to do is, okay, so first of all, how much do you weigh? How much does your character weigh?
My character weighs...
Warforged are very heavy, so...
He is in salt water.
Well, I have myself...
Buoyancy.
True.
Yeah,
I have myself weighing in around 276 pounds.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So the two of you...
I'm a Warforged.
Multiply your strength modifier. Each of you multiply your strength modifier by 30.
Multiply?
Multiply by 30.
That's cool.
Not modifier. I'm sorry, your strength score.
Oh, okay. I was
I was gonna say-
negative
I was like,
one.
that's zero.
30 times 0 is still 0.
It's always
Okay, but 30
zero.
times -1.
You get pulled in. No, just
Yeah,
kidding.
actually.
Yeah, you get one. That might actually be helpful, though.
So yeah, your strength score
Times 11?
times 30.
33. Oh, times 30. Times 30.
Times 30.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. I really hope this works. Or if not, I apologize.
Some people can do it in your head. I have 330.
Okay.
240. We're weak people.
Well, one of you might go in.
Captain, he's tugging. That's a tug.
Okay. So go ahead and now make an athletics check, both of you.
Natural 20.
Ooh, nice. Very good.
9.
9. Okay.
One of you is going
Not
in.
making it easy. Let's see.
That's the best roll
Now
I've had in
divide
3
that.
weeks.
Yeah. Okay. So, with all of those factors combined,
Denominator?
you guys are successfully. So you kind of you grab hold, you tug, and it goes, and you fly out of there.
Wow.
And they're pulling as hard as they can, and then you're getting chased by the Plesiosaurus. What's your armor class?
17.
And as you're flying up out of there, holding onto the chest for dear life, the Plesiosaurus swims after you and tries to bite down but misses. And you guys are successfully able to, with all of that, pull up Flintlock, holding a chest. You're able to, like, it gets really difficult
Towards
the end, especially when he's outside of the water.
I just kind of scramble up the boat.
Do you still have an arm?
But you guys are able
Yeah, I
to.
still have I'm like holding on. One's here, holding onto the chest, and one is like gripped around the rope. So I'm literally like,
Could you like toss it?
I can-
And you can like.
yeah, I can play like.
It's 200 pounds.
It's a big
the
chest.
chest that
It's a
he's
big
holding on to
chest.
is 200 pounds
I
worth of gold.
wouldn't really throw it.
So it's a struggle.
Mhm.
It's not graceful. It doesn't look that cool.
But
But you are successfully able to bring the single chest of gold up onto the ship.
right. Well, I couldn't get everything. There's a giant watery beast down there that nearly got me.
Did you get all rusted up like I found you and we're stuck?
No, I'm fine. But another couple of seconds, I probably wouldn't have made it. So thank you for your quick thinking. In either case, this is probably as good as it's going to get, unless one or both of you want to come down there and try to take this thing on. I wouldn't recommend it.
I mean, I wouldn't be against it, but we would have to wait until this weather passes, and or we somehow fix the anchor.
Or
I'm looking at the chest.
this is a crazy idea. Keep your hands out of the chest. This is a crazy idea.
But there's enough in here to fix the
I will
boat.
count it for us to make sure it's all there.
You open it up and it's like full to the brim with gold coins.
We can get the boat fixed.
Yes, we can get the boat
Captain,
fixed.
we can get the boat fixed.
What's your crazy idea?
What if we use one of the
Yes.
What if we use one of the cannons? Try to blow the beast to bits. I mean, you're the captain. It's just a recommendation from your.
Are you sure there's
Industrious
only
first mate.
one? Like, if we blow this beast to bits, there's not going to be like another beast.
I can't say for sure. I only saw the one, and I didn't stick around to see if she had a family.
I say we go for it.
The cannon?
The cannon.
How do we get her to come up here?
One of us is going to have to be bait.
Well,
And I think it's going to be me because I can swim.
this one's a much better swimmer than I am.
You're more like an anchor.
Yes, and I would be horrible bait. Have you ever tried pulling an anchor? Oh, wait, we just did.
I just pulled you up.
Yes, and that wasn't fun, was it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, in any case, I think both of us will be able to pull the lighter one up.
Plus, she can swim up, so it's not going to be that much.
Good point.
She needs the rope. Okay.
All right, Captain.
Great, that's our game plan.
That's on your orders.
Okay, well, why don't you guys get situated with...
What? Yes.
Have we checked these cannons?
I prepared them while you were on the island.
Oh,
I think there's also, according to that, I think there's actually, in addition, there's more than just cannons. I think you guys have a couple of.
We have...
Harpoons?
Ooh,
If we have
So-
harpoons,
we can catch it.
and then eat it or sell it. Where that makes a lot of money.
We have... What are those? I can't say that word right now.
I mean,
Plesiosaurus.
No.
No, the ship, the stats. For
Oh,
let me
these
pull it up.
Oh my gosh.
Please stand by while we check our
Ship.
ship.
Hey, that's what most of D&D is.
Please stand by.
A mangonel.
Yes. What is that? I don't know that.
I'm pretty sure it's kind of like
A
a
deck gun.
like a trebuchet, like a giant arrow.
Okay. So we have that.
Oh, it's a catapult.
With an arrow? Or is it a catapult?
No, it's more like a trebuchet.
Well, we have either that or the cannons. The cannons are more direct.
You do have ballistas
We
though.
have ballistas.
Those
yeah.
are the
Those are
big
the big
arrows.
arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I recommend ballistics. Those
Okay.
things are fast and deadly if used properly.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. Please don't hit me.
I don't intend to.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to go ready. One of these.
So we're back
One
on
of the ballista?
ship.
Ballistas.
Yeah,
So there's one at the
Stern.
one at the bow and one at the stern.
Which one, Captain?
Let's do the one at the stern, and I will lead her there.
Very well. Let's make for the stern.
They them.
So I'm gonna head to. Oh, I back up.
Okay, so you guys are. Let's hold on. I'll do this right here. Yes, Alex. Thank you. We hear you.
That's actually the sound of the.
Yeah. So it's going to be up
So
there.
where are you at, Potty?
Well, we're all going to the stern, right?
Oh, that's right. Let's go over here to the ballista, which I'm sure is probably like
So
right.
maybe we shouldn't move the camera.
It's like right here.
Right here.
It would be right there.
Sorry
If
about that, folks.
I need
Let's
to
move the
put that
camera
in
over.
there.
Let's go right over yonder so I can get a good angle.
That's all you got.
That's all I got. That's all
Going on a ride.
All right, everybody. All right, so we're at the stern. You and I. Trying to get the rest of the ship in here, but it's not easy.
You can just get like the back half.
All right. All right. So here's us. We're in the stern.
Here, damn it.
All right. We're at the stern, and the ballista is ready.
Okay. So you've armed the ballista. So tell me, go over your plan again.
Hang tight. So, our plan is using Nissa as bait.
Okay.
We're going to attract this sea beast towards this I'm assuming from the bow, right, Captain? From the bow towards the stern of the ship. When the beast reaches close to us, towards the stern, we're going to fire the ballista, hopefully skewering the thing, thereby eliminating the threat, bringing the beast aboard if you want to keep it for food or posterity. And then we will proceed down to the depths and get the rest of the treasure.
Okie dokie.
Is that accurate, Captain?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Loosely,
Okay, so
more or less.
you guys go ahead and do that. So Nissa
I dive in.
dives in off the side of the boat, swims down, hoping to attract the attention of said Plesiosaurus. Let's do let's see.
I can hear it now.
So it quickly gets your attention, or it has you have its attention. Thank you very much. Words. So it's underwater, but you guys are right. So if you could see right here, it's reflecting, but it's right here.
Ah.
Can you move the Plesiosaurus back
Right.
just a little bit?
Right
And then Nissa, you were like right about here.
Okay.
Where's your
Someone
character?
move me.
She's over there in the back there.
Nissa. She's where?
Right here.
Right here.
All right, and the two of you right here. And
All right, so Nissa
everybody roll for
is
initiative.
down here. We're rolling for initiative. Oh, sure. Now you roll great.
Okay.
18.
19.
You said 19, Potty?
18.
18.
James is 19.
James is 19. Okay. So the Plesiosaurus
Swim, Nissa.
swims
Like last.
straight for Nissa.
Maybe we should have had somebody else on another cannon just as backup.
And What's your armor class, Nissa?
Oh, not great. 12.
Oh boy.
It misses.
Wow.
So the Plesiosaurus.
Does it swim up to
Yep,
it?
it swims up to her, and it goes and
Takes
just
a
kind of
bite out of crotch.
attempts to bite you, but you're able to kind of maneuver out of the way in the water.
Roll.
It's kind of like, yeah, you kind of do a barrel roll, and it's pretty cool. And Flintlock, you're up now.
God. I'm on the ballista right now, right?
Yeah.
How far away? What's the range on this thing?
So remember, it's poor visibility conditions
That's
right
true.
now. So it's dim. So I think your visibility is only about
10?
30 feet.
Okay.
And your ballistas. I think it's on your sheet.
Oh, yeah.
Your ballistas. Sorry, I have to look it up every time.
Here.
Oh, yeah. If you want.
Let's do ballista. Looks like in bad weather, bad visibility. Looks like it is 120 feet.
So it can go.
It's either 120 or 480. But
so that's without. That's the range, and then the range at disadvantage. So, you can't. So the problem is it can hit. It would be able to get there,
but I can't tell.
You can't tell where it is just yet. So
Right.
you could fire it, but you'd fire at disadvantage.
No, there's nothing. I'm not gonna do that. There's not a whole lot I can do. Can I? The ballista's already ready, right? It's already prepared.
Yes. So you can just be prepared to fire as soon as you see it. As soon as it comes within.
As soon as it comes within my range, I'm just gonna immediately fire.
Okay.
I'm just gonna prep.
Okay. Potty, you're up next.
Is it under the water?
Yes, they're both under the water right now.
All right, so I can't see it. Right? Visibility. Even if I move like 30 feet.
You can do it.
Towards that cannon right there.
So if you were to move, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like right here.
30 feet, yeah, right there.
And then that would be within 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. It'd be a little bit far. Well, how far can you see?
60 feet.
60 feet. You'd be able to see it. Yeah, it'd be like a black shape, but you'd be able to see it. I think.
I move up there and I cast Sacred Flame.
Where are you? You move right here.
30.
No, it was right. Right in the edge of
there.
the.
Yeah.
Right there. So. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that.
Right on the edge of the. Oops. The quarter deck. That's what it's called.
Oh, you were looking for the word? Oh, I could have.
You knew that one?
I could have helped you.
I learned that's the forecastle up there. That's the quarter deck.
Okay, and this is the poop deck. It's on top.
Poop deck. Yes.
So she starts, she starts tracing like sigils in the air, and she starts muttering something, and she casts Sacred Flame over the large black shape.
Okay. Poor guy.
Oh, it's a Dex saving throw.
Dex saving. Okay.
Come on, Sacred Flame.
He got an 8. So I think that's a fail.
Yeah. So
Does Sacred Flame work underwater? Is it actual flame or is it like?
it's flame-like radiance
It's radiant.
descends
Light.
on a creature. So I think it's more light.
Okay. Yeah.
Really hot light.
Okay, go ahead.
That is 7 damage.
All right. So it kind of the water kind of like becomes bright for a second, and it comes and you guys don't really see what happens underwater,
Mm-hmm.
but clearly something happened, and the shape kind of like jolts. And with that, we are going to take an intermission, and we will be back in 15 minutes. See you then. Hello and welcome back to AminoQuest. Previously, where we left off, is our intrepid adventurers and sailors have concocted a plan to defeat the Plesiosaurus that is guarding the treasure amongst the wreck of the Death's Claw. So their plan included Nissa luring the beast close enough so that those on deck, namely Flintlock and Potty, can use the ballista to blow it out. Well, not really blow it out of the water, but impale it with a big arrow.
Forgot I can talk about aquatic animals, but we're in the middle of something.
Yeah, you guys are in the middle.
Going. I don't think he's gonna listen.
He's not in a talking mood.
And it is currently so Potty just hit it with a sacred flame.
Good job, Mike.
And it is now Nissa's turn. Excuse me.
Okay, I'm swimming to a better location for them, and I move in the water about 50 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Right over there.
Okay, that's a good place for you guys, though, right? If he comes to eat me.
Yeah, that'll about work. Is he chasing you?
Yeah, but
He's about to.
All right.
So is that where you end your turn, or do you do
no,
something
I
else?
cast something I've never casted before. I cast Shield, which raises my AC by 5.
Nice.
Wow, good.
So what's your AC right now?
Well, it was 12. Now it's 17.
Is that a spell or a cantrip?
It's a spell.
Okay, you know what to do.
Wild magic surge.
Oh God.
No wild magic surge.
Okay.
I casted it and I'm really focused.
Given the Plesiosaurus, the large aquatic reptile. Okay, and so it comes forward 40 feet.
Hold on. I gotta adjust the map. Sorry.
I can swim faster than
Take a picture.
So it's like right in front of me, Jim.
It's right in front of you.
Yeah.
All right.
There. Perfect. So it comes within range. You can see the shape in the top portion of the water as it kind of
swim.
I'm actually going to switch it.
as it is swimming swiftly after Nissa, and with that, it comes in range of the ballista. So go ahead and fire the ballista.
You're gonna give me that 20. No, you'd be a good time. All right. So it's. Do I add anything to that?
It's a ballista's +6 to hit. So +6.
20. 30, 20.
All right, it's definitely a hit.
Okay.
So it's 3d10.
3d10.
D10. All right. So. What? I forgot one of these guys, right?
Mm-hmm. No.
No, wait.
It's this one with a 0.
That's right.
That would be your 10. In this case.
Mm-hmm.
This guy. Okay.
Nope, that's your percentage.
Still works.
It looks exactly
It looks
like
very.
the percentage.
Still works.
It's that one right there.
Yeah,
it's got
the
10
one
sides.
that was
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, the one I first picked
Just
up.
no zero.
Or is that the one you first picked Yeah. up? Oh, I thought that You was guys told me no.
I didn't see it, so.
The one
Nice.
with 10 sides.
Trying to make me look stupider. All right, 3 of those?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nine.
All together?
Yeah. One of them was a 0. A straight 0.
Well,
That's
that's
the
a
10.
Okay.
That's 10.
I'm
So it's 19.
really glad we
19.
double check.
I am stupider.
I was like,
That's
that
the
was
zero.
super
That's
anticlimactic.
worse than a crit fail.
It's like,
And Flintlock just dives over the boat and
It's fine.
end it all now.
wow. Okay. That was amazing. Okay,
19.
so it comes into
Great.
view, and you fire the ballista, and it nails it, dealing 19 damage. But it's kind of like squirms, and the blood that kind of comes into the water, but it's still looking strong.
We have
And
another ballista,
Flintlock,
we got
you're
another
up.
ballista. All
Is
right.
it impaled?
It's kind of got a deep gash, but it
Okay.
wasn't impaled
Okay.
by the ballista.
First off, am I able to, the cannons that are on the main deck, able to point towards the water? Can I angle them towards the water, or do I have to go to below deck to get to the
To get them into the water,
Yeah.
or the camera, maybe the cannon below deck.
All right. Well, here's what I'm gonna do.
The ballista just heads up, takes 3 actions
Okay.
to fire. 1 to load, 1 to aim, and 1 to actually fire.
Okay. Do we have any more arrows to reload it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take an action to reload.
Okay. All right. So
Please don't die.
Doing my best.
just swim under the boat.
Potty, you're up.
It's still underwater though, right?
Mm-hmm.
But right in front of you. You could practically spit on them.
Do we want to kill this thing? You're my friend.
Are you serious?
I can't hear this. Thank
all right.
goodness.
All right.
He's going to kill
All right.
the captain.
And I
I'm already
cast
having that thought process.
Sacred
Like,
Flame
oh, I
again,
should've
so
just
you see
taunted.
me do the whole thing again. And then
Plus, I want my treasure.
10.
that does not save.
Okay.
Two damage. Shoot.
Again, it's kind of like you see this small flash of light under the water.
And I take off and I go help Flintlock with the
Ballista.
ballista.
Oh, you're back
Okay.
over here?
Nissa, you're up.
I don't hate where he is. And I also don't love where he is. How far? You guys can shoot pretty far, though. This is going to be weird. I'm going further out to sea from the boat.
You're going away?
I'm going away.
Well, keep
So
in
they
mind,
can shoot up to 120
Right.
yards,
So I'm
but
just going. Oh.
there's visual impairment.
the ash and the smoke.
Ash. I forgot about Ash. At 50, would it be too hard for them to see?
They have about 30. Well, probably not for Potty,
Potty
because she
can
has
see
a
better.
little bit of.
You can spot for me.
She probably is, I think, right on the edge. What's your dark? You have dark vision.
60 feet.
Now is that?
But it's also
Now, here's
smoky,
a question. I was like, here's a question. It's because it's ash and not darkness. I think it still inhibits her sight.
Right? Yeah, it's not darkness.
Yeah, it's
Like if
actually-
it's something's in front of me, I can't.
Yeah,
like if
yeah.
it's dark vision, something's in front of me, I'm not gonna.
If she was in a
shoot.
cave, it's different.
I'm gonna cast shield again because it only lasts for my turn.
Okay.
It lasts
All right.
Okay. Okay. So she go ahead and move her.
Where's she going?
I think she said she moves out.
Outwards?
Yeah.
Alright, so right about here, she goes in that direction.
And she casts shield.
And
Okay.
she casts shield.
So the Plesiosaurus chases after her.
Okay.
And let's see. 14, but she gets +5, so it misses.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Yep.
All right.
Again, it kind of chases after her, uses its long neck to kind of snatch or try to just snatch her out of the water,
No go, huh?
and is again once again unable to. Flintlock, you're up.
All right. So, what were my 3 actions again?
It's 1 action to load, 1 action to aim, and 1 action to fire.
Oh boy.
So you can aim it, but then Potty can fire it
All right. Well,
if she so chooses.
I'll at least aim it.
Okay.
So I aim it. I try to aim it square at what I think is the softest part of this thing, this beast.
Okay.
That's my action.
And Potty, you're up.
Fire!
All right. Just pulls a lever. So it's
That's a 9. Well, I don't. Is there a?
it's +6.
+6.
Oh, okay, 15.
Okay, it's a hit.
So what is that?
3d10. Remember we gave James a lot of hard time?
Yes.
A lot of hard
I
time.
now know exactly where my D10 is.
Jeff has 3d10, so he's actually going to
He's actually going to roll it once. So I'm just slick like that.
12.
12. Okay. So again, it kind of, you take another nice big kind of chunk at it. It kind of it impales it, but in the water as it's kind of vigorously, turning its body and thrashing around, it comes undone and it kind of falls out of it. So it's on.
But it's still bleeding though, right? It's still
yes.
But it's also still doing pretty good. Take it.
It looks hurt, but it's not dying or anything like that. But there's quite a bit of blood in the water.
How many arrows do we have for the ballista in total? I mean, how many are laying on deck right now?
There was maybe like 6.
Okay, so we've got 4 more to go.
And perfect timing.
Just
it is Nissa. It is your turn. Also, roll a d20 for your wild surge for the last time.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Good.
And it is your turn. And you had successfully with your shield as it came in to attack, your shield magic was able to withstand its attack, and you escaped unharmed.
And we hit it again with the ballista.
Okay. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on it. Well, I'm going to attempt to cast Ray of Frost on it, I should say. 18 plus 4, 20.
Oh, definitely a hit.
I just didn't want to do that. Okay. So, I guess something else happens here. Okay. And then 8. Yeah. 4.
Okay. 4 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it loses, its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay.
And so, did I swim 50 feet that way?
You did.
And he followed me?
He did.
How far behind me is he?
Well, because
Or is he like right on top of me?
Probably like right there.
He was right on top of you.
I'm going to swim 50 feet back towards him.
I see what you did here.
Thanks.
Let's see. So 5. What is
So it would probably land her
about
right there,
right there? All right.
about
so
10 feet from the boat, because that's about where she started. And so that guy's off that way.
He's this way.
He's over here. So he actually comes in. He's able to move in 30 feet, so he's 20 feet away. So he is just off.
Just off. Just out of
Okay.
range.
Just out of frame.
Like over here.
Yeah.
That only lasts one turn, just FYI.
Okay.
Until it's my turn again.
All right.
Flintlock, you're up.
Kill him!
With luck, while he's double over in laughter, decides to load the ballista again.
Okay.
It's my action. I'm loading.
Potty, what do you do?
Can you hear me?
Can it hear you?
Yeah.
Now you're gonna try to befriend
Right.
it.
Hey,
I'm going to say
I just shot you twice.
it cannot. Because it's slightly underwater in pretty foggy conditions, and it's
So I can't see it, and it's within 60 feet. Right?
it is just within your sight. But I would say it wouldn't be able to hear you.
So command wouldn't work.
Well, and wouldn't command they have to understand you?
Well, how else would it be attracted? I mean, would he stay?
No, it has to
near the ship?
understand me.
It does have to understand you?
It doesn't speak common.
True.
I could always get on the boat.
It does not.
You speak
It does not
undercommon?
speak.
You can see
It
what he
does
does.
not.
Maybe like
I mean, I guess you could try it.
No, it's
tries
okay.
to smash into the ship.
I shouldn't have said that. I should have just said, you could try. I committed a fatal error as
Yep.
a DM.
Yeah.
Rookie
Dang it.
mistake.
God.
Rookie. Remember this, boys and
He
girls.
got me.
This is what we
I can
call
see it well enough to point at it.
setting
right?
up the DM.
So I point at it. And I cast Toll the Dead.
What was that? Wisdom saving throw?
What's it called?
Told the dead.
I heard totally dead.
Totally dead.
Wow.
It failed. Got a 4.
Okay.
Just
It's missing hit points.
It's totally
Yep.
dead.
Totally dead. Totally dead, you guys. Make sure is that it?
So you hear a boom.
You kind of see the water kind of.
Yeah, so it's underwater, so it's super amplified. His head is it's a 1 damage.
He has a headache. Really.
You guys are really chipping away at this bad boy.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
We're going to be here all day.
All day long. Tired.
Okay,
It's gonna be killing this guy. I really
This,
hope he's the only one.
How high is it to get back on to the ship where I am at?
20 feet-ish.
Okay. Well. That ruined my cool move. I was gonna take a wave onto the ship.
Now we're gonna have to do your nerdy move, which
If the waves are big enough to get on the deck of the ship, you guys are in trouble.
Listen,
it's a
it
dinghy.
There's,
shape.
there's no anchor. We're just sitting here.
Well,
How
apparently,
big is this thing? Like the wake from the. I'm not doing us any favors.
right? How big? Quiet.
It's not that big. I mean, it's what you see there, but
okay, I am going to. He's 20 feet behind. I'm going to cast the spell, Ice Knife. Oh, I have to go. Got a 7.
Can you divide that by something?
that's a miss.
And then I'm gonna swim. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna swim. Oh no. I'm totally gonna get bit. I'm trying to think of where I can go that he follows and you guys still have a good shot. I guess.
Well,
Run back.
I thought about going under, but
Then we
that
could,
would take up some of my.
yeah, we take any move, and we couldn't shoot him.
Well, I think I would be able to pop up on the other side. I don't know if he would be able to pop up on the other side, though.
Probably.
So, yeah, I guess I'll do like around the back. I'm going to lose some. He's going to make up distance on me. But just so he's still in your guys' range.
Yeah, because
So
if he
50
does want
feet this way. Or should I just go 50 feet that way?
you could go 50.
I'm going to go 50 feet that way.
But just know that.
But I'm somewhere out here now.
Yeah.
No, it's here.
And now it's. Did it? Is it following you right now? I take it.
I mean, it is following. It has been following
Has
me,
been
but it hasn't. It's not its turn yet. It's my turn.
I want it to be its turn.
Okay, but that was my turn, so now it's
See what happens. Suspense is killing me, God.
Okay.
I mean, I'd be all too happy if you turned and looked at you guys. This would be
Well,
great.
we'd be ready to
This would be great.
kick his skilly butt.
Let's see. So
I'm
is
a little
able
bit
to get-
further off.
Okay. How
That's
much
like the
further
hard
off?
bit. Because I started here, right? I was here. And I went 50 feet that way.
4, 5, 6.
Sorry, making the math complicated.
I just gotta make sure it's all in view.
Okay, so it is able to just
Get to me?
get to you.
I figured.
So it's
And
like
then-
right here.
It's right next to her.
Oh, God.
Put the camera on that side of the
Okay.
ship.
Get called.
All right, and shield only lasted for the one turn.
Yeah, I don't have
Okay.
it anymore.
Come on, Scorsese, you can do this. The other way.
And it deals. So it's able to finally. It swims up to you,
I don't know.
and it bites you. Kind of like grabs you in the shoulder,
Uh-oh.
and it deals 18 damage.
Oh.
And I flipped.
Yikes.
Okay. And Flintlock, you are up,
That's
and
a
you
problem.
see kind of. You're still close enough. You're able to see. You saw that happen as she takes kind of like a big. It's kind of she's in the Plesiosaurus jaws.
All right. I'm going to aim right at the thing's eye. I'm going to try to just like ballista it through the head
Okay.
without hitting you.
So that was your aim. Okay.
So that's my action. Would somebody else like to fire?
Yeah, but first, for a bonus
Oh.
action,
Let me take a selfie.
Hey, oh. That's what you
I
want.
cast Spare the Dying on Nissa
Okay. So you're stable.
right before I fire.
Okay.
Does that bring me to 1?
No, it just you're stable. You don't
I
have
don't have
any
to do
you're
the
not
fail.
death
or-
saving
Yeah.
throws.
You're just floating. Floating but stable.
So that's a +6.
Oh, that's 25.
Okay. So it's definitely hit. So that's 3d10.
Please.
Come on, 30.
Right? Big number, big number, big number, big number.
Papa needs some new shoes.
16 damage.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Not bad. Not bad.
It's more than I can cast on it at any given point.
So you're able to, as you the ballista comes in, wham! Just it's a really solid body hit, just right in the kind of that center of mass, and it kind of like it lets go of.
I was gonna say, let's go.
It lets go of Nissa, as it kind of like reels from the damage, and as it does so, you notice that right here on the edge. Amongst the battle, you realize that Leilani has actually come and is right here. Or actually, I'm sorry, she's like right there. And So
won't even
as
she's doing
you
this.
realize this, like kind of as she's kind of on the edge, she holds out the one hand that she has, and this just you feel this like kind of like crackling energy sort of like starts to rise up around her, and this bolt of just like this bright red lightning bolt, like this crimson red lightning bolt just shoots out from her hand and just slams right into the plesiosaur, and just you guys can see like the shocks in the water as the water around it and the blood starts to just boil around the plesiosaur. And she like holds it, and it's like it seems like she's just like holding this like crackling energy for a while, and then she kind of like drops her hand, and the plesiosaur just kind of like floats up in pieces.
Ew.
And as there's this kind of like this blood in the water,
He's like, ugh.
mm-hmm, with Nissa just kind of floating next to her. And at that point, Leilani dives into the water and grabs with like the one good hand that she has. She wraps it around Nissa and does her best to swim towards the ship, but she's struggling. She's
tough.
Small and she's not very strong, and she's just doing her best to pull her adopted sister to the ship.
All right, we're gonna try to. I'm gonna at least go over there and try to give her a hand.
It's 20 feet down.
About.
Are they able to climb? Is she able to climb up the ship a little bit, like on the?
No, as Leilani kind of gets to the end, she's kind of stuck because she doesn't. She's holding on to Nissa with her one arm that she has, and with her tail she's able to, and her legs she's able to like tread water a little bit and keep them afloat, but she's got no way to bring her up.
Is there any more rope? Any rope around that I can tie off?
Yeah.
Oh, you got rope? I got rope too. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna drop a rope.
Okay.
I drop the rope down to them. Tie it off. I tie off my rope on the railing. I drop it over. And like grab the rope.
And she's kind of like holding. She's like, and then she kind of kind of like focuses, and you can kind of see just this like spectral hand kind of grab the rope where her arm would be, but every time she tries to like pull up, it's not enough to support her weight, and like the spectral hand sort of like gives out, and she falls back in the water, and she's still kind of like she's kind of struggling. She looks like she's not able to get her up there.
All right, so I'm gonna grab the rope, and one hand I'm just gonna kind of swing myself over the railing, and like bring myself down and try to lift them both up into the ship.
So for the both of them, go ahead and make a strength check for that.
20.
18.
Yeah, so Leilani kind of like clings onto your back, and you kind of hold on to the unconscious Nissa, and you're able to. It's kind of awkward, but you're able to pull them both up. And with Leilani having a free hand, she's pretty self-sufficient on the way up there. So you all are kind of back on the boat. Nissa's unconscious.
So I cast Cure Wounds on Nissa, and it's 11 hit points.
Very nice.
So here's the thing: I automatically cast the highest roll when I heal, but it's a +3, so I would add that +3 because it's from the spell, right? So it would be 11 instead of 8, because it's still the spell.
Yeah.
It's still +3. All right, so it's 11.
You come to.
So you kind of wake up, and as you do so, you see Potty kind of Cure wounds is that from a distance or is that
No, it's touch.
touch? So you see
Gotta be like right.
Potty, and she kind of has a hand on you, and you can see that her hand, like this scar on her hand, or the bandages on her hand, something underneath is kind of glowing as it touches you, and you see Leilani just on like over you, like looking very like worried.
Thank you so much, Potty.
Aye, aye, Captain.
And then I grab Lonnie into a hug, and I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, you're like here. You're okay." Like to me, I just noticed that she's like doing things, so I just embrace her. That's where I'm.
I look at
Matt.
She's very like accepting of the hug, and she kind of like leans into it a little bit more.
I healed her. I didn't get a hug.
I can help you.
Just saying.
Here.
I hear it, so I just kind of reach out and I pull Potty into the hug with us. So now we're just a little like triangle of hug.
It's touching. Flintlock watches kind of from the distance, just
Women.
Pretty much.
So
that's okay. Flintlock is
He's a pirate.
he's a pirate, and we're not even sure if he's a guy or a girl. Or
that's true.
He's not even sure,
he doesn't have anything.
right?
At least I don't think so. He might.
It's a rude question.
I didn't go that deep into the backstory.
I kind of look up and I'm like, did we kill it?
Leilani killed it with whatever.
Leilani, you killed it? How?
With lightning or something.
I felt like I could do something, so I did. I don't know really what it was. My eye kind of burned when I did that, but I wanted it hurt you, and I wanted to hurt it. So I did.
I hit it 3 times before she did that. Just so everyone knows.
Doesn't matter who did, she turned it into chum. That's all that matters.
Well, thank you. Thank you for saving me. I thank you.
You saved me too.
With the help of Potty.
I don't want to lose anyone else.
So, while we're here and that thing's done, do you want to go look for the rest of your treasure? How far? I'm assuming we've drifted. Have we moved a lot, a little?
I mean, you guys have moved a few hundred feet to your best estimation, because it was pretty. I mean, overall, it was pretty quick. I mean,
yeah.
It took about 5 minutes
Okay.
for you guys to defeat it. Seemed like a long time, but
You're asking a pirate if he wants to get his treasure back.
I'm asking if you want to go back down and see if any of more of those things are around.
I would, but only with help.
And I go, light. All 3 of them.
And now we can see.
And now we can see. Okay.
It's your orders, Captain, but honestly, I'd much rather get the treasure. The more we have, the better it will be. And the more repairs we can
Since you've been down there, how long did it take you to get down there? The first time?
Not long. I was practically on top of the wreck as soon as I dropped.
So we're probably further away from it. I'm trying to think of how much further we're gonna...
How far down is it?
Are we heading towards the volcano island?
Which way we drifted?
you drifted a little bit, kind of like away from it.
Okay. So we're not in any danger of like crashing onto... There's rocks. Aren't there rocks?
Rocks
Not
are
right
there.
now.
Okay.
Kind of this.
We drifted away from them.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure we're not going to like
Right?
moor the boat. back.
Destroy the boat while we're down there.
Okay. All right. I'll go with you. Potty, you have the helm.
That's when you say I.
And,
Very well. Well done.
do you want your rope again, or is it too far away now?
Good question. Is it too far away? For me to
For
go
the
down by a rope?
probably. You probably won't be able to reach, but I mean, you guys could adjust your ship's position.
We could sail our ship for a second. We do have that capability.
We do. I recommend repositioning the ship so we
That's a
can
great idea.
properly.
I
If only we
thought
had
of that.
the power to move the ship.
God whispers
I
in the
don't.
storm. Reposition your ship.
I don't always think of the ship
You hear that?
as a moving thing.
I'm
God.
on it. And she's twirling the
Oh gosh, can you help her?
Yes. And I take the helm so we make sure that we stay on a steady course. I have the helm.
Okay.
Potty's got the drums, wherever she's at.
So do you go down? What do you do?
go down with the flintlocks.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So she
And
begins to.
She
And I
drums?
decide that's the name of my band under there.
Potty and the flintlocks.
So,
All right, we're going to reposition the ship
Yeah.
back
Hey.
closer.
If we put up our sails, which might take a hot second, would that help?
The wind would probably carry us past the wreckage. We might hit the rocks.
Okay.
no, she's saying
No, put up the sails. 'Cause
Oh,
are they still
withdraw
down?
the.
Oh, I see.
the sails.
Yes, you would. You'd want to hoist the sails.
Did we probably already do that?
I want to say yes.
I kind of assumed so.
I assume that's what
we did.
But
Yeah, we did. Of course.
Yeah,
I thought of that
yeah.
earlier.
Sailing and stuff.
giving you guys, I'm throwing you guys a little bit of a bone here because it's your first year.
It's my first time with a ship.
It's first time captaining, so.
There's a key. I can yell like into something. They can hear me up
Yes.
there.
Yeah, if we're standing near the little.
Go now! Now!
Yes, go now. All ahead. Well, half speed. Right, Captain?
Yeah.
No.
You guys like lurch forward,
I hate it when she
and then
does
you guys kind of like slow down to a manageable kind of speed, and
that. All right, as we get close.
you guys kind of, I mean, it doesn't take long to kind of
No.
reposition,
We weren't that far away.
and so you're able to kind of reposition where you were at least approximately.
Okay. Let's go. Well, let's get him up.
You hear
Her.
on flintlock! On flintlock!
I yell down, stop!
Oh,
Halt.
oh, stop.
And I say, come up, Potty. You need to be in charge of the helm while we're down there. And also, you need to keep an eye on the rope.
So I come up, keep my eye on the rope.
What about your friend, your magic friend? Could she be of any help?
How does she look tired after doing that, or she seem totally fine?
She seems pretty tired.
Exhausted.
Okay, so I'm like, hey, why don't you go lay back down? I'll come visit you as soon as we're back on ship, and I'll bring you some food and drink.
Okay.
Please rest.
Okay. And she heads back to the captain's cabin and lays down.
Okay, and we go.
All right,
I
let's do this
need
thing.
to remember that I'm missing some hit points.
Yeah, you're on the boat.
Okay. So you guys land and you guys are right. Pointer. Where's my pointer? You guys land over here this time.
Skoosh.
You see a yellow sponge and a pink starfish. Just kidding.
Cue the song.
Oh
No. Flintlock just starts breaking out of tune.
You're right.
All right. So
I kind of gesture to like lead the way.
All right.
That's my
yeah, with the light, you're able to see once again the wreck of the ship. So,
And there was still a large chest over here, right? Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm going to lead her back. Well, I'm going by my speed, but I'm going to lead her back into.
It doesn't matter.
Well, you don't have your speed.
We're
right?
not.
That's true.
We're just going.
We're back into the hold.
Okay.
The other
So
chest.
again, you see the single. You see the other large chest.
Hello.
No, I don't want him to. I don't want him to accidentally eat any of those. Those are small children, not for children under 3.
Children under 3.
We don't want you to eat that. That's terrible tasting.
Roll for initiative.
We only eat good food, not
All right.
plastic
Or resin.
or resin. Yeah,
Even worse.
I feel like that's basically plastic,
Is it?
right?
I guess.
I mean,
It's
it's
a really
a plastic
hard plastic.
something. It's not plastic. I feel like.
It's too deep of a conversation.
I don't know. Moving on. Okay, so again, you guys see the other chest in the hold.
Of course.
Again, it's very similar to the other one. It's heavy, big.
We don't have a rope though.
We have us.
It's a large, heavy chest.
We can't take a side of it.
Can he talk?
Good point. Maybe. Okay. All right. I get what she's doing.
She kind of comes and she grabs one end and
I just,
So you guys both carry it. You guys are able to basically walk it
Mhm.
along the ocean floor. But
Okay.
as far as swimming it up, that's basically going to be impossible.
All right. So
We have the rope, right?
did we bring it down?
I thought we did. Wasn't that the whole point? We steered. Oh my gosh, we forgot the rope.
Did we?
I even told Potty to look at the rope. This is all done with my eyes.
Telepath.
Potty's up there just looking at the rope. It's just coiled up on the deck.
So I do a little nice. I'm like, hey, Potty,
I'm watching the rope.
great. Can you throw me that rope?
Oh, did you swim up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, I tossed
It's
it
still
down.
tied, right?
Is it the thick one from the
Mhm.
anchor?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's still,
It's still tied.
Yeah,
to
it's still
the
tight.
tail.
Okay, so I tossed it over.
because my
Okay.
fear is he just threw the
Okay, so now
Oh my God.
the rope is down at the bottom with you guys. Remember, it's a big, thick rope.
Yeah, it's a thick rope.
Mm.
So how do you guys gonna do this?
I bring you the rope and I just stare at you.
It's bigger than the first chest.
It's the same size, I think.
Same size, but remember the last time
Both of
he
you
was
again.
holding on to it and then holding on to the rope,
I'm like,
and then the two of you pulled him up.
Oh, okay. So I swim back up.
first time captaining, everybody.
And I use the rope to climb onto the ship. And I'm like, Potty, we're going to try to pull him up here again.
2 tugs.
2 tugs. He 2 tugged.
Tug.
Okay, so go ahead and make an. We already know that you can handle the weight, so go ahead and make an athletics check to determine if you're able to.
You're exhausted, aren't you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not at my best right now.
Apparently not.
It was
15.
15 and
a
what?
1.
A 1,
Oh.
like a nat.
Yeah.
Nat fail. You're unable to. You're way too exhausted. The wound in your shoulder has not fully healed yet. And
yeah,
so
right.
Potty's trying to bear the brunt of it, but she can't.
Get
So it's-
Leilani.
She's tired too.
Maybe she can magic something up.
The anchor rope. What else do we have?
They're like tie a rope to like a cannonball
And then what? Would that?
and just fire it out the other side and see if it comes out the other end.
No.
Do it. Try it. Go for it.
No.
Okay.
I've got an idea.
Nothing else is going to work at this point. I mean,
What's your idea?
take this rope,
Uh-huh.
tie it to a cannonball, and
Uh-huh.
fire it out of that cannon, and flintlocks and the treasure would just land right here.
The what is that called? Anchor words. The anchor rope, is it still attached to the thing that's broken that you could usually kind of take it, like crank it?
No, that's basically what's broken. Is you guys have not been able to. Right now, it's just
you
an
tried to
anchor
fix
and a loose rope.
the anchor thing?
I don't think Potty's tried to fix it.
I haven't
yet.
tried to fix it.
Okay.
I was gonna try to mend it.
I'm going to dive down and kind of explain to Flintlock to wait a little bit.
Pantomime, totally.
I'm going to do interpretive dance. Super good. While I'm down, do you mind trying to fix that? And we'll also be thinking of other ways just in case you can't fix that.
Or other treasures.
Aye, Captain.
Here's the tools we found.
Okay.
And I'll be right back. Shwaa.
Go ahead and make a
Please.
please
Straight roll.
straight roll.
Nat
Yes.
20.
Nat 20.
Thank God.
So you're able to like
I love this tobacco.
you as you know you really get you just like start to really dig this, and it's
Loves being a pirate.
and you're able to the contraption you realize is very similar to some of the contraptions that you guys have back home to do just various things like
Pull things out of stuck mud.
yeah like
Pots.
exactly
Yes.
that's perfect.
Yes.
And so you're able to fix it pretty handily and get it going.
I'm up there by myself, right? So I turn around and
Yeah.
nobody was there to experience it with me.
Yeah, no.
Nope. Nope.
I'm so sorry.
But it'll
So I
make for a great tale later on.
I take one piece out of it that I know how to put back easily, and I wait.
So I'm just like, I'm pantomiming, like, I'm like, do the one, hold the rope.
I like nod.
Time. I don't know why I'm doing this.
I don't know.
I'm not a watch person.
Do we even have watches?
I'm like, time. And I swim back up and I get out on deck. Oh, did you fix this?
Not yet. Bloop.
Just waiting.
Pulling it.
You kind of put the last little screw in place
And
that
I'm like,
or the little like
Little peg.
little peg.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. I didn't know you could do that.
I don't hate myself as much every day.
That makes me really happy. Okay, well let's crank him up. Is that how this works?
Sure.
Great.
Yeah, it's like I mean
Maybe you should go back down and ask Flintlock how we do this. And then so we just
it's like a big wheel
With smoke
Okay.
sticking out. You
Like a-
Do we
Yeah.
do we
There's
walk
like a
around it
certain-
like this?
Yes.
Okay, so
You walk around and
I'm like, here, help me push him up. So you surprisingly just
like, oh, what the?
So you are like
Yeah,
holding
yeah.
on, and you are able to like you start rising up, and you're able to kind of get
Where's Potty?
get on
Sorry.
get
Get footing.
on deck, and then so the anchor's still on the deck,
Right, but the
Is it-
rope itself is
but the
not.
rope itself,
we gotta reattach that. We have any
yeah.
anyone
And so
Who
now you
fixed
able
it?
to back on.
The contraption that I can't remember the name of right now.
the anchor pulley.
Right, that. Who did?
Clearly.
Who? Did you fix this?
Yeah.
Look at this. Mrs. Redemption is a pirate after all. Well done, sailor. Well, now we have two large chests of treasure.
Wait, I feel like it's important for this moment. We give 2 cheers to Potty. Hip hip,
Hooray!
hip hip.
Hooray!
What were you saying?
I was saying, we now have 2 chests of treasure. There's at least, if my memory serves, some smaller gemstones down there somewhere.
Is there? I wouldn't know that yet. Just wanted to know if there's a diamond in there.
He might know
In
that.
the 2 chests that you found, there's nothing.
Okay.
Not in the chest. But
It's
the
just gold.
Okay.
gemstones, if I recall, had at least 3.
Okay.
Do you remember what kind they are?
3 diamonds, a sapphire, 2 emeralds, and a ruby.
How many diamonds?
3.
They're down there. Do you know where they are?
I have a pretty good idea.
I may need it for something one day, but it's okay. It's okay.
No,
Do you want us to go
It's
try to
treasure.
find the diamond?
we're getting back
Yeah.
the treasure.
Okay. Well, he's giving us no choice.
I am getting the treasure. So I take the rope
You just jump in.
and I just jump in. Swoop.
It's called a windlass.
Windlass. There
Windlass.
you go.
It's better than an anchor cranker.
Anchor cranker.
I don't know. Anchor
That was
cranker.
a Webster College.
Yep.
I like that a little.
We're gonna sail into port, and we're all our names. That's the anchor cranker.
That's the big flappy thingy. That's the round thhingy that steers the thing.
When we afford a crew, they're like, who are those
Those people.
Hashtag worst pirates ever.
All right. So splunk.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's in here.
So you go go ahead
wonder.
and roll an investigation check.
Did you take the rope with you?
Yes.
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 I'm like still
Oh,
really
good God.
I'm like, did he just jump in?
It's a crit fail.
A crit fail.
Crit
It's
fail.
not there.
Not there?
Not in the central part, no.
I wouldn't even know if it was because apparently I'm searching with my eyes closed.
Okay, I'm like swimming up next to you, and I'm doing the like, what do we do in hands?
And I'm like, you look here. I'm going to go look over there. Type of thing.
Okay.
Okay,
I
but
go-
we're
so-
like still in like sight of each other, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay,
We can still.
So go ahead and roll, both of you roll an investigation check.
that's not the right face.
12.
Okay, what'd you roll?
14.
So you're able to find it. You find the small, you kind of dig up this small
I'm like, why don't we
chest.
just here? It's
Man.
smaller, like I can carry it?
Yeah, I mean it's only about that big.
Okay.
And like that. It's like a lockbox.
I come back, I'm like-
sort of off.
So we split up. Doing a lot of swimming
A lot
up
of
and down,
swimming.
guys.
Our
Hey,
thighs are going to be
cardio.
like.
My tail's gonna look good.
All right. So I come back up. And we come back.
I open the one I have, and I'm like, can I?
How many do you need?
Well, the more I have, the better.
You got a lot here. I'm not asking for any of your jewels.
I mean, 2. 1 would be good.
Give her 3.
Take 3 of the diamonds.
So I also recommend.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for saving our lives. Payment for
Thank you for fixing
me still breathing. I also recommend, Captain, before we get underway, that we reattach the anchor.
Oh, great. Good idea.
So do we need to roll anything for that god, or can we just, with our seamanship knowledge, just
Your seamanship knowledge. You attach it.
I don't know. Last time I tried doing any of that, I critically failed.
That's a simple. I mean, because everything works, it's pretty simple task.
Okay.
At
All right,
this
cool.
point.
All right.
Okay, so where were the ship ports to fix the
Tanashi.
ship?
We're
And that's
heading-
where you need to go, right?
Yeah, that's my house. I mean, that's my island.
And we're
Tanashi.
on.
We're
You
on-
guys are.
We're over
You're
here,
So
pretty- you're actually
where
right
we
there.
are.
Yeah.
so just south of
So
us.
you guys are. Yeah. You guys are basically right
I'm
here.
wondering if we should drop Winston off and then head to Tanashi.
Where's Winston's home
He's
port?
just right on the other side
Right
of
here.
the volcano.
How long will it take to do that?
So as you can see by the scale here, this is
One day's journey. But
So-
we kind of have to go around.
To go around, it's about it'll probably be a day and a half
And then
ish.
are we aiming for like where the little mark is on Tanashi? Is that where the
Yeah,
forts are?
so that's the town. That's the city of Tonashi.
I would recommend, Captain. The ship does need repairs, and the sooner we get them done, the better off we will travel. Better equipped we'll be to travel around an island. But as always, it's your order.
Does the ship need any repairs?
The ship needs a new
Where's the
ship.
nearest port?
Tanashi.
Just south. Where I again recommend we hit first before dropping anyone off, just in case we.
Where I'm going.
You can also assume that
He could find trout.
he would be able to
from
find
Tanashi.
if he was in Tanashi, it's a large enough
Okay.
city
If we were on
that
the
he
other
would be able to
side,
get back to where he needs to be pretty easily.
On his
if
own.
we were on the other side of the
Who?
volcano, I would
Winston.
drop Winston off.
Because we were gonna go around
Okay.
here, but I recommend we just get repairs.
That's a good
in Tanashi.
idea. Our ship isn't, and maybe we can get a little bit more of a crew, so
That
we
would
can
be
do
helpful.
other things while sailing.
Like drinking.
So, is it like a day to get to?
Oh, but I don't
We
drink.
can't rest
Just-
because there's not enough of us.
You can drink. I'll watch.
I don't drink.
Well, she can drink. She's the captain. She's
Yeah,
the-
let's go to Tanashi. Let's find someone to fix our ship. Let's stock up on stuff that we need. So maybe someone who knows what we need for ship should start making a list.
like a quartermaster.
But we don't. It's gonna be you.
Three of us.
It's gonna be you now.
Quartermaster.
You're
I'm the first mate.
First mate quartermaster.
You're the first
Slash.
mate slash quartermaster.
Ah, we're
So
wearing
you-
multiple
you-
hats.
So you know, okay, so Mr.
Quartermaster.
Quartermaster,
mate,
first mate,
quartermaster.
First mate. So basically, you know that the ship needs. So you need obviously you need a captain, and you need a first mate.
Check
Now-
and check.
Typically, now you also might want to consider a second mate, hiring a second mate that would be able to captain the ship if you guys were ever off of the ship. In addition, the other.
Just pretend what God is saying is like channeling through me, and I'm
Okay,
telling you.
got it. That's not what
In addition to the other officers that you need a bosun who is they provide technical advice to the captain and crew, and they lead repair and maintenance efforts. So they have a high strength score as well as proficiency with carpenter's tools and athletics skill. You also need a quartermaster who plots the ship's course relying on knowledge of nautical charts and a study of weather and sea conditions. A reliable quartermaster tends to have a high wisdom score as well as proficiency with navigator's tools and the nature skill. You also need now, any of you guys could fill any of these officers' roles if you so choose. You also need a surgeon. The ship's surgeon tends to injuries, keep illnesses from spreading throughout the ship, and oversees sanitation. A capable surgeon benefits from a high intelligence score, as well as proficiency with herbalism kits and the medicine skill. And then finally, you need a cook.
Most
Who has
important.
a talented cook, has a high constitution score, as well as proficiency with brewer's supplies and cook's utensils.
One.
So you're half a cook.
I'm half a cook.
Short order cook.
You're a bartender.
Bartender.
I'm a bartender.
You can make a bowl of
Let's be
pretzels.
So those four. So you have to have a captain, a first mate, a bosun, quartermaster, surgeon, and cook.
Okay.
Right. So those are when you reach Tanashi, and you would know this that is your goal is to hire those individuals. Again, you have a captain, you have a first mate, but were you to be off the ship, you would need someone to captain the crew. In addition, you need 35 crew. You need at least 40 crew as a full,
Right.
or 40 is a full crew. Now, once you hire officers, they'll be able to go on then and provide the rest of your crew. So you only need to find the
The
officers.
just those 5, basically.
I think we need to figure out how much money we have, and then figure out where to hide it.
He's not wrong.
Okay. So while we're sailing, and I know we need all three of us, but when there's like a moment, start counting.
I would say there's a moment.
Your, I mean, we'll take whatever because it's technically your money. So I don't know if you happen to know how much you have.
You don't know, but you don't know the exact number, but you guys are able to count it out. And you guys have 20,000 gold pieces.
There would be 20,000 gold pieces, not including the gems, right?
Not including the gems.
Not
It's just gold
including the
pieces.
gemstones. Simply the gold.
So how should we do that? Should we just put it in inventory?
Yeah.
Is there like?
You could also additionally start like a ship's inventory. Maybe you guys do like a separate.
That's a good
dock
idea.
or
We haven't
something.
really looked at the ship.
All right. Well, here's the ship's inventory, and we have 20,000 gold pieces, right?
Mhm.
The gemstones that you guys did not give to Potty.
Hold on.
Are you gonna? Okay. So there's 20,000 gold pieces.
Gold pieces. And then I'm trying to remember what I said. There's 3 diamonds.
3 diamonds Potty has.
3 diamonds that Potty has. There was 2 emeralds.
According to the inventory, the diamonds are worth 5,000 gold pieces each.
2 emeralds. What did I say?
I know you whipped it off real quick.
1 ruby. I don't know. We'll make it easy. We'll go 2 emeralds, 3 sapphires, and 1 ruby.
How many emeralds were there?
2 emeralds, 3 sapphires, and 1 ruby.
All right. Now,
give or take. I might find one in the floorboards later on. I don't know. I said give or take. I might find one in the floorboards later on. Who knows? But yeah, that's what I can remember.
probably need to keep it somewhere safe since we're going to be having strangers here.
I recommend keeping it in the captain's cabin. No one else is allowed in there. And I recommend keeping it under lock and key.
We have to find the key.
You need to find the key.
My investigation has been none too good.
I'm gonna go search the captain's quarters for the key.
Okay.
And also look in on Lonnie.
Okay, so go ahead and
Another
roll
thing.
investigation, and then roll it with advantage as Leilani kind of
Let's help. Oh,
decides to help you search for it.
Oh, so it's just what I'm rolling. 19.
Yeah, you're able to find, as you kind of search through the everywhere, you find it kind of like behind the desk. You kind of have to move it a little bit, but then you find the key.
Is it like a chest or something in the cabin? Or is it like someplace or like a closet or something that we can keep the...
Yeah, you kind of you're able to find, there's like a closet type bit that you probably could, it's actually more like a hatch sort of in the back end of the ship that kind of is, it's not directly below, but it kind of goes at a quarter angle. You kind of like, the back end of the ship is at an angle and you pull it back, and then it's kind of like this little room that kind of goes down.
There's a nautical word for that. I forgot what it is, but I know what you're talking about. Yep, it's big enough for
So
money.
we'll put it in there. So it's 2 chests, right? Do
Yeah,
we want
2
to keep
chests.
everything in this spot?
Probably not everything. I'd recommend splitting up some of the goods.
Well, you should hold on to,
Yeah.
you do what you want to do with your gems.
The
Those
gems
are
I will
yours.
hold on to. The gold we can keep in this hatch.
Okay.
Okay.
So we stash the gold in
Okay.
this hatch, and we lock it up tight.
You would need to find so you have the key to the captain's cabin.
Uh-huh.
But as far as like the actual like hatch there in the back, there's not. You don't have anything to lock that up. That
doesn't lock.
That would need like a padlock,
A padlock.
sort of situation to lock that up.
Am I able to search for that?
Sure.
I'll search see if there's a padlock in the cabin at least for now. And if not,
Go ahead and roll investigation.
he said, convinced I would roll for him.
He's not gonna find one.
21.
Oh, 21. Okay. Yeah, you find
You'll
one
still
down.
find
You search around all throughout the ship, and eventually you find one. It's kind of mangled, a little rusted, but you're able to. It's workable for now.
Does it have a combination? Do I need a separate key for it?
No. You found like a key, and like you found the common. It was kind of like lying on the ground next to like one of the hatches or something like that, and it was open.
The key was still.
But the key was still in
Got it. Okay. I come back. This should work.
You did it! You found something.
Finally. Click it locked, and would you like to do the honors, Captain?
Oh yeah, sure.
So I give her the key to both, so she's got the key to the cabin and the key to her hatch.
I don't know where I'm putting these. I have a lot of clothes.
The mystery.
Does my cloak have pockets?
Does the cloak like have a bag of holding?
Right, and so a built-in bag of holding.
Like sewn into the side.
Just wondering.
It doesn't have any pockets, but that doesn't mean that something can't be sewn in, I guess.
Okay.
Well, now that we know how much we have, I recommend we make for Tanashi.
Let's make for Tanashi.
Aye, Captain.
So, sails, everyone. Let's put down the sails.
All right.
Is that what I say? Is it put down the
I
sails?
think it's like hoist the sails, or is that put them up?
That would put them up, wouldn't it? If you hoisted them.
I forget. But
Great.
Well, hoist the sails. I think they are
lift
folded
from the bottom
and they
and
come up
comes
to
up.
the top.
Oh, okay.
So technically hoist the sails.
All right.
Unfurl the sails.
Aye, Captain. I get what you're saying.
So you arrive. You kind of pull
We do
into
a sweeping camera view.
the port town of Tonashi.
Look at it. Low.
So it's a large town. It's quite there's quite a bit of docks and there's a lot of activity. It's situated, like I said, on the coast of this kind of volcanic island, and you all know that Tonashi is actually a fairly common. It's like almost like a tourist spot in this sort of. Even at the edge of the world, you've all heard of it as sort of like this fancy resort style town. There's a lot of like hot springs, and it's kind of not in the town of the city of Tonashi, on the island, the greater island of Tonashi there is. And so you guys pull into one of, as you guys are kind of crossing the island to look for a place to dock. You pass by a couple of shipyards. You can kind of see them right here. There's one here. There's one here.
Very cool.
And you guys come in, and where would you guys like to dock? And what do you guys do?
You're on your command, Captain.
I'm assuming we have to go. We can't just like pull into.
No, they would frown on that.
Okay. Just checking. Should we? Are these like owned by anyone, or are they just kind of like random docks for people to pull up on?
They're just random docks is what you would.
I guess I'm wondering, do we have like a rowboat?
I mean, like a dinghy or like a...
Yeah, like a dinghy.
I would say that probably. I mean, it probably has.
Probably just the same shape as the boat.
But yeah.
It just takes on water. I'm like, this is a terrible decision.
It's like sinking like upward.
There's
like
that's pretty standard practice to have a small dinghy. I mean, it's a pretty beat up
I
dinghy.
just wanted to, if we
But
ever
will
needed
it sink? Does
to.
it have any holes in it? Is it just dented?
Go ahead and what sort of check with that? I guess maybe an investigation check. I feel like that's not the right check, but go ahead and make an investigation check for that.
Whoa! My dice, you are-
Whoa!
That's all the way in the corner of the world.
Of course it is.
And it is a 15.
All right.
Oh, okay,
Keep
that's
it.
how you need to roll from now on.
Yeah, just throw it across the room.
Roll an investigation check.
We're gonna go with 18 then.
Okay.
Adding my modifier.
You don't see. It looks seaworthy.
Cool. Captain, the dinghy appears to be seaworthy and in workable condition.
So maybe we anchor close to shore, but a little off of it for the time being with all the I just feel like I was anchor because there's not.
That would be very wise.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw this out here, but before we go out into the world, I think maybe we all could use a rest. I'm very tired. I need to heal the shoulder a little bit more. So as we're looking for people, they're not like this dying person, you know?
It might help our chances.
Okay.
All right, Captain, take your rest, and I'll do my sentry rest because I don't really sleep.
Okay.
So
you
we're gonna
guys
anchor and just kind of
like
chill.
anchor
for-
offshore.
Yeah, anchor
Offshore.
offshore and wait just until we're all fully rested to
So
go.
we're like over there someplace.
Yeah. Just this.
Yeah, right there.
So you guys do that, and you guys decide to bed down for a long rest just outside the port town of Onashi. And with that, that'll be a great place to stop. We're right about at time. Find out next week what happens. Will they find a crew? Will their ship sink? Will they get attacked by more? All right. Bye, everybody. Good night.